One of the topics that one of my friends told me that I should post videos about is the fact that I'm a health nut, okay? I'm really into do-it-yourself treatments and recipes and stuff like that. So one of the things that I do is that I make my own toothpaste. And a lot of people are like, that's so weird. And I thought it was when I first heard about it, but now it's not that big a deal to me. It's just one of the other things that I do. I recently found out that you can make your own makeup, and I never heard of that before. That was kind of out of there. But I've been doing the do your own cleaners and stuff like that, and I decided I'm going to show you how I make my toothpaste. Coconut oil. This is a huge jar of coconut oil or what? I usually get like the jars, but this stuff is awesome. Get organic, extra virgin, unrefined, all that stuff. And then I use turmeric. You see that? Organic, of course. Salt, sea salt. I have pink Himalayan rock salt that I use sometimes. I found blue Persian salt. Fancy. Cinnamon. I rejarred a lot of my spices and I labeled them with their name, and I can see it. Cinnamon, and I put the expiration date.
Mom,
baking soda.
can I with these kind?
And then a dish to put it in. Yeah. And something to stir it with. This I'm using Kaylin's mini fork because it's just what's there. And then so coconut oil is one of those. I mean, if you've never used it before, then you may not know. I didn't before I used it. Coconut oil, I think 76 degrees is the barrier. Up to 76 degrees, it's solid. I mean, obviously it gets softer, but it's pretty much solid until 76 degrees. After 76 degrees, it's liquid, and it's a very weird substance. So, and that's right around room temperature. Sometimes, you know, if the sun's on you, it gets a little warmer. At night, it gets colder, obviously. So, my advice is don't use a tall, narrow container. Use a shallow, wider container. And I usually only make a little bit at a time because sometimes I don't really use a recipe per se. I don't use amounts or anything like that. I give people amounts, but I don't really use them. I just figure I use just about this much. So so then you take a little bit of coconut oil, and when it solidifies and liquefies and really solidifies, the spices and stuff will settle to the bottom. So that's why I use a wide, shallow container. And then you just take your toothbrush and you just kind of brush it out. And depending on the temperature, sometimes you have to use the back of your toothbrush to like dig it out. Or if it's really liquid or really soft, you can just use the bristles and kind of brush around the base. So I use about a spoonful, enough coconut oil to cover the bottom of whatever container you're using. So usually about, I don't know, I'd say a tablespoon or two, depending on the size of your container, obviously. So maybe a little bit more than that. I don't have a cameraman, so I can't show you. See, camera right here. Just enough to cover the bottom. And then I would say about an 1/8 teaspoon of your other ingredients. Order doesn't matter. I've recently heard that cacao is a good ingredient for toothpaste. Helps remineralize. That's important if you have fluorosis from overexposure to fluoride, like in your tap water. So the fact that I have turmeric in there, turmeric, however you pronounce it. I never pronounce it the same way. That's what makes mustard yellow. Okay, so it will look like it's going to turn your teeth yellow, but it is not. And unless you're really bad at brushing your teeth and it sticks to the plaque on your teeth, which I don't even think that would happen. Your toothpaste will turn to a kind of a tan color. I use just about pretty much the same amount of every ingredient besides the coconut oil. And I want to say it tastes like salty oatmeal. I like it. You know, you may or may not. People say put a sweetener in there, but no, I don't. Cinnamon and turmeric are very good natural anti-fungal, antiseptic, all that stuff. They're good for, killing the vermin living in your mouth. Salt obviously kills germs. I don't have all my facts and statistics. I decided like 2 minutes ago that I was going to do this video. And it's like 6 p.m. and I forgot. So there you go, it looks like that. It just looks like a paste for now because it's kind of warm in here, I guess. But then overnight, it'll get hard and then I'll probably leave it on the windowsill in my bathroom so that it gets direct sunlight, so that it'll flatten out. And that's just, what happens. So, and one thing that I like about this is coconut oil is really good for your skin. So sometimes when I'm brushing my teeth, I'll get some coconut oil like left on my lips, and if there's anything else in it, if it's just the coconut oil that got like stuck on my toothbrush, then that's as good as chapstick. And I don't have to worry about the fluoride or anything that's in the toothpaste. It just cleans my teeth, gets rid of bad breath. It's great. And then for mouthwash, you can use peroxide. You can use peroxide is pretty much what I use. And then in addition to oil pulling, also with coconut oil first thing in the morning for like 15 to 20 minutes, which I don't do. I don't have time for that, so I don't even do it. But as you can see, my teeth aren't that good. I haven't even brushed them since this morning. They're obviously not as wide as my eyes. My eyes are really wide. That's weird. Anyway, so I make my own toothpaste. Kind of crunchy. Not bad, I don't think.